Hello guys and welcome to the video. I hope you all are well. Okay guys, Blizz have done an official post on the main forums for Diablo 4, system design in Diablo 4. So we're going to read this out right now. Posted from David Kim, guys, guys, the link to this post will be in the description of this video. Here we go guys, feedback baby, here we go, nice. Okay guys, here we go. From David Kim, I have learned over the years of experience that player community is an incredibly valuable resource to draw upon when designing and refining a game. By working together, we can achieve great things. Now guys, I've said this before, one of the best things Blizzard did was announce Diablo 4 early and get the community involved into making it a fantastic release. Blizzard, thanks very much for doing this, man, because yeah, it's going to be amazing. Can't wait. Brilliant. The biggest challenge with our passing community feedback is that with so many opinions, the takeaways are really ominous. Diablo 4 is still very much in active development, and we plan to keep you in the loop as we continue to design and iterate so that you can be a part of what we're building. But also, guys, they're giving us quarterly updates as well, like big updates. So the first one is in February, I believe, as well. I'm also so incredibly appreciative for all the feedback we've received so far, and I'm eager to dive in some of the most talked about topics. It's true, guys, the amount of feedback that has been gained back towards Blizzard from the Diablo community has been absolutely amazing, man, on the main forums, on Reddit, videos, you know, it's been absolutely brilliant. So, guys, keep it coming, man, keep it coming. Let's make D4 absolutely amazing on launch, man. Okay, guys, hot topic, man, itemization. Let's read this. We are still working through all the feedback that came in regarding itemization. I ain't surprised, man, it's a hot topic. And we are actively discussing ways to add more depth and complexity to base items, including rares. Nice! I always liked that in the original Diablo, man, Diablo 3 at launch, man, where a lot of the best gear was actually yellow gear, rares, man, so that'd be pretty cool. Ways to add greater variety of item fixes to make those powers interesting and your choices meaningful. A way to give players more freedom to choose how to customize items. Nice, I like that bit. So you can have fun exploring a wide range of effective gameplay possibilities instead of just looking up the optimal build online. That is very, very true. This happens with Diablo 3 a lot. You know, like a lot. There's always that one build that just blows everything out of the water. So it's good that they're going to give us a load of customized options and fixes. So, you know, there's always going to be a meta, we know that, but at least there'll be a broader range of sort of things. So I like that. That's good, man. Sweet. We're going to way more depth regarding itemization in a separate post soon. Sweet, guys, another post soon. But we don't have one to leave you hanging until then. So we're going to update you on a few other topics right now. Oh, here we go, guys. Ancient items. Sweet, sweet, sweet. These are some of the topics that we are seeing come up the most often. But if we're missing something, please let us know. And we'll try to share our thoughts on these subjects as well in future updates. Hopefully there's something about PvP in here. Okay, guys, Elective mode in Diablo 4. For those who don't know what Elective mode is, basically it allows you to have any skill on any slot on your bar in D3. There's a misconception that Diablo 4 will lock skills to certain slots because of the BlizzCon demo user interface. Like many other things in the demo, the UI is not final, and we will support Elective mode style skill selection. Skill selection and assignment will always be completely open for players. Fantastic. Ancient items, okay. We completely agree with the community sentiment. Ancients, as they are, don't really serve a clear purpose in Diablo 4. We should have done a better job of explaining the role of ancient items in D4. We have had a preliminary direction to share, but you've brought up some great points, so we're revisiting our designs with your feedback in mind. See guys, the feedback is working, man. Awesome. We hope to have more details to share up in the following itemization update, so there'll be another post, guys, soon. Sweet. Oh, here we go. Endgame progression system. Okay, what have we got? We haven't decided whether the character leveling and experience should be finite or infinite. Oh god, please don't put Paragon in again. I like Paragon to a certain extent, but the way it is now, Paragon is the biggest power loop in Diablo 3. Let's keep reading this. We'll be discussing the pros and cons of both, and would love to hear your thoughts. There seems to be some concern around the Infinite being worse because it eventually overshadowed all the power granted by other sources. That is very, very true. You know, like you've got your legendary power sources. You know, if they put legendary gems in, I'm sure they would do that as well. certain skills, things like that. So right now in D3, it's like Paragon is everything, you know. So I really hope it's not just another Paragon mega grind, you know, like we have in D3, because it's basically, you know, if you've got enough Paragon, you can make an absolute crap build push onto the leaderboard easily, sort of thing. So we'll see what happens, man. However, we can control how much power each system gives, whether it's infinite or finite. So if they're like, well, the community have been saying this for years with the Paragon system, you know. If they make it so the Paragon system, and right now every Paragon you get gives you 5 main stat, then maybe as it go up and up and up, it starts giving you less and less and less, sort of thing. So that way, the power curve won't be just fucking boom, you know what I mean? It'll just be slightly more gradual, sort of thing. For example, let's say that we're taking about thousands of hours of gameplay. Within those thousands of hours, we could choose to create a finite system that grants a million times more power than an infinite system, making it practically impossible for the infinite system to catch up in power. Okay. Also, power increase doesn't need to be linear throughout the ranks. Yeah, exactly. This is what we were just talking about. It can slow down as players reach higher level. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We've been saying this for years on the Paragon system. We believe the more important question is what experience feels best for players, and we can play to various approaches to tune in to find the power card that makes the most sense. Yeah, because like right now on Diablo 3, as we all know, whoever's got the most Paragon pretty much wins. You know, whoever can play basically the most, bot the most hours, play the most hours, whatever, pretty much you win. You know, whoever's got the most XP, sort of thing. So it's interesting they've brought that up, and they're actually looking into it, which is very refreshing. Brilliant. We have a couple of reasons for having a different experience system in addition to a level cap. A level cap gives us the ability to grant players a sense of completion, but for players who want to go deeper into the game, a second experience system, okay, Paragon, will allow us to capture the fun of achieving those really difficult endgame goals and ranks. We can also introduce additional depth throughout this system because players will be more experienced with the game at this point. Ultimately, our goal is to create a meaningful system that provides clear choices dependent on your preferred playstyle in the end game. Okay, cool. That makes sense. That makes sense. And it's really refreshing, man, that, you know, they've realised it's been a problem now. It's been a problem for a long time, and they don't want to do, hopefully, what we've seen in T3. Don't get me wrong, man, Paragon is fun to a certain extent, but when Paragon becomes the main power source to do endgame content, you know, then it's an issue that needs to be fixed. And so I'm glad they're looking at that now. It's good. Okay, guys, sources of power. The community has shared many good points on the topic of power sources, and we're re-evaluating the how much power comes from each source at any given time. Are you interested? However, we want to clarify that in Diablo 4, power doesn't come mostly from items. We want a good mix of power sources. Characters naturally get stronger as they level up. Skills have ranks that increase power. Talents provide specific playstyle choices and additional character power. And of course, items grant power and meaningful choices as well. So it's good that they're going to mix it up. It's not just going to be Paragon, you know what I mean? So it's going to come from a many source. I like that. It's good. Something else to keep in mind is legendary powers are just one part of an item's power, and they won't be invalidate all other affixes due to how powerful they are. Interesting. For example, 2 to 3 normal affixes are currently equivalent in power to a legendary power on most items. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's actually quite interesting. Okay, cool. Okay, guys, key dungeons, man. Key dungeons. This is some of the endgame stuff. Okay, let's have a little look. A big question that's come up exactly how key dungeons are different from rifts. Key dungeons introduce greater challenges as their tiers increase through dungeon affixes. The majority of dungeons are real places in the world, and players will know some information about them, including what types of monsters, events, and layouts to expect. I like that, actually. Rather than just pure RNG. If you can do this certain dungeon, you're right, I'm going to go into this Goatman dungeon or whatever, we know roughly what to expect. It's pretty cool, actually. With this information, as well as the specific dungeon affixes being displayed on the key, players will be able to strategize their approach before they're going into the dungeon. We believe this is the biggest change from Diablo 3 Rifts, the added planning and strategy that takes place before you decide to run a key dungeon. For those who don't know, basically, when you play Diablo 4, there's basically keys that just drop, okay? And these certain keys will open up a high level dungeon, basically, and they have random fixes on them and stuff like that. So they'll unlock a certain dungeon. So basically, it's very, very similar to Path of Exile's map system. Those who play Path of Exile, I'm sure you guys have. I have myself, man. Basically, you find a map, then you can put affixes onto the key or map, and then it opens up a dungeon, basically, and you go do it, sort of thing. So pretty much that's what Key Dungeons is, and it's a good thing. It's a very, very good thing. But kind of like I said, though, I kind of like that you can choose, you know, this particular key goes to a Goatman dungeon, an Undead dungeon, or whatever. You know what I mean? That you can change the fixes, things like that. I wonder if we can actually reorg the fixes on the items. There's not been much talk about crafting yet, so. But yeah, I like that, man, because you know, rest right now kind of linear. You know, you just fish for a map. Hopefully, it's a good map in Diablo 3. And with this sort of system here, you know exactly what you're going to get into. And we'll just have to cut a few changes into it. So I like that. It's cool. Okay, guys, so last bit here. Please continue to share your thoughts. We want you to be involved in Diablo 4's design process. Nice. It's so refreshing. I personally believe in making the best decisions for the game based on the strongest design ideas, no matter where they come from. My biggest hope is for us to be able to constructively discuss and iterate on the topics that are most important to the community. Keep the feedback coming, guys. Nice. See you in Howard, the lead systems designer, David Kim, man. David Kim always knows what he's doing. Brilliant. Good lad. Very good lad. So, yeah, guys, as usual, keep that feedback coming, man. Like I said, I'll put a link to this post in the description of this video, man. There's already a load of posts in here already. Absolutely loads, man. Giving feedback. So, yeah, guys, give feedback here. And you can always post straight onto the Diablo 3 forums as well with your feedback. So yeah, guys, what do you think, man? What would you like to see change? Does this reveal a bit more information to you? What else would you like to see? Unfortunately, there's no information here about PvP. I was hoping for some information about PvP. But obviously, you know, some things are still early in the process. But, you know, I do like some PvP, man. I used to PvP in Dark Age of Camelot for many, many years. Midgard Hunter guys, Dirty Den, and Daenerys, man. He might have bumped into me over the last 10 years, back in the day. But, yeah, I was really hoping to see some information about PvP, you know? What's the rewards of PvP sort of thing, you know? Can we cut people's heads off and hang their head up in a house or something? Would do get some of their loot, their gold, things like that. So, yeah, I'd like to see, hopefully, some information about PvP in the future, man. What would you guys like to see for PvP, man? Rather than just collecting ears. And there you go, guys. That's all the information I've got so far. More videos very, very soon. Feel free to like and subscribe and share this video. Turn that bell on, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Have a fantastic evening. Oh, and also, guys, Season 19 is this Friday at 5 o'clock. And also, the new Challenge Rift is now available as well. Do not complete the Challenge Rift. That is available now. Keep it so you can use the mats on your seasonal character to boost it to level 70 super, super quick, okay? Lovely. Okay, guys, thanks so much, man. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, man. And thanks for watching. Special shout out to those subs on Patreon, guys, as well. Thank you very, very much for the extra support. Okay, guys, take care, man. I'll see you in the next one, man. Take care.